Hello, my most favorite content creator who always brings a smile to my face.
And you make me awkward. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
No, seriously, but Anil, I have to tell you this, hands down, you're one of the best people on the gram who keep making people laugh.
I'll cry now in embarrassment. But thank you means a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to you, from you. See, again I fumbled, but okay. So yeah, it means a lot because I met you 1 year back, and you're also making content, and obviously getting it from you. You're not only a content creator, you're even a TV celebrity.
Yeah, content creation though we were side mein. It's like I wouldn't call it a side hustle because now it's like part of the
1 year back it was obviously, but now coming from.
But I know it's a job in itself, and it really doesn't come just like this. The way it seems so effortless on screen, there is so much that goes on behind it. But I'm gonna take you way even behind that. Pura rewind karke, let's go back into your life. Before you became this star content creator, how was life then, and when did you think you wanted to step into something like this?
I think so content creation was something I did from 2014 when Jio and all came, and then boom happened in India when a lot of content creators. So that's the time where a lot of other Indian creators were coming up, and I was one of them. And that's the time I started. So obviously that time YouTube was big, so I did. My second phase started on content creation when I came to Dubai in 2021, and obviously they were not, like, I would say Indian creators are one of the best in the world when it comes to social media. The way they think, the way they write, it's just I think generational trauma trying to come out on social media, but something that is not there in Dubai or UAE. I mean, yeah, that's what I would say. So when I did the same thing I was doing from India to here, there was a complete shift.
Yeah.
Because here there was an audience untapped, so I was able to tap it easily. Yeah. And then everyone started coming up, and now it's a good creator economy, but not as India.
But when you were doing this in India also, was it like a planned move to?
So when I was doing it in India, I wanted to do that passion, but there was no support, no this, I mean, the traditional story where the family doesn't support, that.
So what were you doing then?
Your dad is like, what are you doing in your life? Exactly, those are the words. And then it was difficult, but it was very difficult to explain the older generation who was completely complaining about what the hell I'm doing with my life. And
so what did you study in?
So I wanted to pursue this. From my childhood, I felt I was good at this. So when I took up guts and told my father, kind of it was not an appreciating thing because he came from a background which 9 to 5 was an important thing. Government job was even more important. I come from that family where it was important. So convincing them, I worked in a bank. While I was doing that, I was doing theatre. So in the morning, 9 to 5, I was in the bank, and late in the night, 8 to 12, I was in theatre practicing. So that was how it was. So there I started learning, met people, built, and I was doing YouTube that time. So when I was doing it, there was success, but not what I would ever expect. So I was doing it. But just when when I decided let's move out, because my sister was here and she was the only one who supported me back in the day, like she was there, like how many people are right now.
Which year are we talking about?
29, right before COVID. COVID was a day where half content creators got resurrected, right?
Yeah.
So everyone flopped because of whatever happened. 2020, same story. I lost a lot of things. So I was like, rather than working in India, come to Dubai because better pay. Same here, but better pay. So I came over here, then my sister supported me, and then from there kind of, I think people around you are very important, whichever field you are from, and if the people around you are right, then you grow. But I think that's kind of the journey. The whole change was obviously Dubai, and I was just lucky to be here at the right time.
But tell me, how did you end up mastering the art of office-based content? Like, was it your job that you did in India back in the day, or seeing the struggle of people around you who, friends who are friends who work in these corporate jobs 9 to 5?
It has to be both, yeah, because most of the story is based on what I have gone through. Like, anything you take, I've gone through it. There are so many jokes which are not yet written, which would not go well with the audience. But there is so much I've done banking, So in banking, you directly face the crowd.
Yeah.
Like the adult crowd.
Yeah.
I've taught in school where you're directly facing the kids crowd.
Yeah.
So kind of there's a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
Because these guys, like if you are in service sector, you know what I'm talking about, where you have to directly deal with n number of people, and then that same frustration you're just putting in content.
Yeah.
So it is kind of both, like what I've experienced, and I mean when I posted one video, I realized sabka story is same. Everybody's struggling.
Everyone relates
hates
to
the
it.
job. So anytime I do that, it works. Like, even though it's repetitive, I know, but I just try to make it more new, same wine, new bottle. Something like that.
No, there's one which I clearly, like, very vividly, I remember it, and you keep doing that so often, is on a weekend, on a Friday, you're going to sleep and then you just, it's straight away gone from...
Same wine, old bottle. Same bottle, old wine, something like that. Same content.
But packaged really well every single time. I think you put it up, and you're right. Everyone relates to it because, like, my husband is in that corporate life, right? So I see him struggling, and every Sunday he'll be like, "Weekend khatam ho gaya?"
Yeah. It's the same way everywhere. Like when I started off, obviously I didn't know it. But then over the period of time, when you read comments, obviously, even though you don't say that, I don't read comments on that, but everyone does. So there you come to know that it's the same story. So now I can at least judge what would work, what would not work.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know it will 100% work. Sometimes I shoot it and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I still do it. Like, who cares?
But is there any piece of content you've created where which you thought is going to do really well, but it didn't? But personally, you loved creating. Every time you watch it, you're like, yaar, kya video banaya hai yaar?
Yeah, so there are content which I can think, but later on it hits, it does well. Like one top of my mind was I made a video last December with a lot of content creators. It was about UAE, about how nationality. So it was when I wrote it, I was like, what an idea. Then struggle was there, like getting everyone's time, because I had to go one location, another location, I had to meet. I think there are 10 creators in that.
Yeah.
And getting an Emirati also is difficult. So somehow it came. I was like, then I edited the video. Everything felt perfect.
Yeah.
And I uploaded and it bombed. I was like, arey yaar. So bombed means I mean, obviously different people have different perception. At that video, I thought it'll do like 10 million or something like that. It did 1 million, but it took time. I won't say bomb, but at that rate which I was thinking, it could have bombed. So it was doing that numbers, and then other pages started uploading it, and then I see what my page has got, and they have reached 10 and another one.
That is so bad.
I'm like, what that happened?
Like,
but it's okay. Like for me, why? Because they credit me. So if it was like if you don't have your face, then it's a problem. But my face is this. So if I'm putting on my page and then 3 other people are putting it, it has views. In short, I'm still getting promoted, right? I mean, technically, it's my video, my face is there, everyone is there, so it's fine. But it hit me like, arey yaar, ye kya ho gaya? How is it possible? My video, my page, literally people are downloading, quality is lower, still they have more views than mine. But that was a complaint for a month. Later on, now it's like we see the numbers, it's beaten everyone.
Yeah.
I think that is the only thing. So initially when you think that if it's a really good video and you feel, arey yaar, ye to chal hi nahi raha. But then somehow over the time it does. So that's what I've learned. So there's nothing like, arey, wo dard hota hai and it doesn't work initially. But
this happened to me when I made the effort without music. I made Chris Gayle dance on Shah Rukh Khan's song. And the video was blowing up nice and very well.
And
then fan pages and everyone started posting it, to the extent where Shah Rukh tweeted about it. And in articles, then it started coming up in articles. Then it's like, the girl is making Chris Gayle dance. I said, what do you mean girl is making him dance? Put my name there, you can see me dancing and showing him the steps.
Wow, man. Shah Rukh Khan.
He tweeted, bro. Wow. I'm like, but this happened because all the other pages started posting. They started getting some 10 million, 20 million views. And mine was stuck then. When will you do well?
But did it later on?
Then later on it picked up from my page. From there, from YouTube, happens. From TikTok, everywhere it picked up. Tell me if you've received any, like the strangest or weirdest DM you've received after maybe one of your videos blew up and suddenly someone is...
Strangest? Nahin yaar, I've not made content to get any hate like that. If you see my page, I've just been fortunate, never get hate or something. That strangest DM, I don't know if I have to say it on camera, but... It's very, very adult. So I don't know, these scammers, they come, right? Most of them, like the weird ones, will come from scammers only. So they'll send some link, they'll say followers you want and do this, or they'll show you some AAA classified some link and all that. So that is the weirdest. But apart from that, I've not got like any weird, like there's nothing I can share, there's no gossip there, because it's all clean until unless someone says, hey, inform Dubai police.
Does someone send you hate messages or
No.
trolls you or anything?
Nobody yet. Because I'm just playing it safe as much as possible. So it's all cool.
But do you feel like now, because you churn out videos on a daily basis and sometimes 3, 4 in a day, I've seen like the way you post, you know, do you feel like the creativity is always flowing, or do you feel like, no, now burnout is happening, I need to just stop and give myself this break and not do anything for a while? Do you take those kind of little breaks?
I've heard about this, like people do, but the only thing is that I don't, I mean, I do this also. You could say I do social media full time, but I don't also. So I'm like doing a job and doing this. So if I'm tired over there, then I'm focused on my other area. And then
What is the other area?
I have other things, like I do real estate as well.
What?
Yeah, sure. I'm in real estate as well. So if I am burned out or I'm like, "Arey yaar, kuch aa nahi raha hai," then there'll be somebody over here who will do it. So I don't feel it because I don't dwell on it, but there are times when there's a rough patch, but I don't. But
something, some idea ever that comes to you and you feel that if I make content on this, it might just get me fired. Has that happened?
Not now. Because our work is like real estate, you don't need to sit in an office and you don't have unnecessary politics where you're talking and all that nonsense doesn't happen. So you're just with clients and back and forth.
Yeah.
So nothing wherein you are going to be meeting someone and they feel that this is on me. I don't know that. But if you're in an office 9 to 5, then it is surely there why you've been inspired. Which is there, like past when I was in the office working, then that is the truth, which is related, but not now. Now, what to say? Like that.
But what is that one universal office truth that you think everyone in the world pretty much feels in their corporate jobs, but they don't say it out loud?
One is the salary
They don't say it out loud.
Salary ka always new joiners will get better than you. Always they'll get better than you. It's just that if you want to grow, you have to kick your company, go to the next company, only then you'll grow. Otherwise, there's no growth. That's universal truth that no one is ready to accept, but whenever I post it, everyone accepts it. So I know that's the truth. It's always been there, always will be there. So that's one truth. Second, no one has been happy in 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
And बहुत सारे यार. Can make 10 reels out of it. So.
I have one more question. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, this is an interesting one. If Excel sheets, Zoom calls, and coffee machines could talk to us, what would they say?
Leave your job. Quit it. They would say that. Really, they would say that. कभी-कभी वो बोलते हैं मुझे कि यार तू छोड़ ये सब, सिर्फ content creation कर वरना यार.
But thank you so much, Anil. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Likewise, thank you. बस हो गया?
हो गया.
Damn, bro.
So easy.